Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Please, I want you to watch this video to the end. It was said by Noah, the blogger. If you know Noah, I will leave his channel on the video link on the description below, so that you can follow it and visit his channel, and you can subscribe and follow him. He's one of the top persons that I follow. I share most of his information. Those that you are seeing on my YouTube, most of them I get them from him. So you listen to him very carefully till the end. Thank you.
And the other questions, are they coming to pass or not? Now there is a video I want you to watch. There is a video I want you to watch. Before you finish watching this video, it will speak to you. But
so this is the man that I'm talking about. He's the Noah, the blogger. He's sharing prophet's video, Prophet Bernard L. Bernard. So he's the one sharing, and so I get most of my videos from him. So you watch the video till the end, and you realize what I'm saying.
The way, this is not a financial advice. Let's go and watch this video and come right now.
Exclusive. Prophet Bernard L. Bernard reveals name of next president of Ghana. Is that exclusive?
He said what? The man talking, he said what? Prophet Bernard L. Bernard. He revealed names of the president of the Republic of Ghana before voting.
President of the Republic of Ghana is John Dramani Mahama. After him, who comes next? In Ghana, we believe in prophecies. In Ghana, we believe in the supernatural, not myth.
The man who's talking, in case you don't know him, he's a renowned musician called Black Rasta. So if you don't know him, you can go and search for him, Black Rasta. That is his name. So he will mention his name. So as you listen, you will hear his name. His name is called Black Rasta.
Do not believe in the supernatural in our part of the world. Naturally, we are a people who know God and love God and rely on God for our day-to-day activities. Now, who is Prophet Bernard L. Bernard Nelson Ishan? He is the head man of the Spirit Life Ministries International. He is a man who so many people believe to be speaking the mind of God. He's been walking this path for so many years. Not once has he ever prophesied and it never came to pass. In the last elections, he announced who the winner of the elections would be at a time when many people believed that it was going to be somebody else. He even went ahead to mention the percentages, and then when exactly the results would be announced. Many people fought him, some insulted him, because obviously their favorite was not the one that he said the Lord had chosen. Not many people gave him any serious mind. They just let him go. But it came to pass. John Dramani Mahama became president. And to make it even worse, he had even mentioned in his prophecies that the vice president of John Dramani Mahama will be taken ill. And if care was not taken, this woman was going to pass away. And it came to pass. She got very, very sick. She was flown out of the country against all odds to the United Kingdom and beyond for treatment. At the time that the president was sworn in, his vice president was overly sick. She had to be flown out of the nation for treatment. It took so long before she returned to the nation. Many have said she is not totally recovered, but our prayer is that she would get well. All these, Prophet Bernard L. Bernard was able to pick the signals from the throne room of the Spirit. This is Prophet Bernard L. Bernard Nelson Ishan. several years of prophesying, several years of always being accurate. He is one of the prophets of the land that so many people respect and believe. A few days ago, Bernard Nelson Eshun, the prophet, came out and gave us a gist about who will be the next president of Ghana. He gave us a scenario in his church room. In fact, he had already mentioned that Kennedy Japan will win the primaries come January 31. My brother, my sister, 2026. So that he will carry on the mantle of becoming the president via the conduit pipe of the NPP. Many people are still doubting this. Many have said that Kennedy Japan does not stand a chance against the ever popular Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But as time is waning off, the countdown to the primaries of the NPP, it is becoming overly clear that Kennedy Japan is garnering more energy to move on. And many people are beginning to gravitate towards the prophecy of Prophet Bernard Nelson Eshun. He made this prophecy at a time nobody gave Kennedy Japan a chance at the primaries. He had tried it once and failed. He was so disappointed. He met me personally and said, Black Rasta, I am so disappointed, but many people are telling me that I did well. All I could tell him was that the fact that people even voted for you at this magnitude, it means that you stand a chance another time. I wish you all the best. Now it's time for him to run again. And Bernard Nelson Eshun, the prophet, has made it clear that he is the one who is going to edge it out on the ever popular Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. It's created a lot of furore in so many different corners. My brother, my sister, that is clear. Now, who is going to represent the NDC in the 2028 elections? Bernard Nelson Eshun has made that one too clear. Who will be the running mates of Kennedy Japan? That has also been made clear. And in this edition, we're going to make everything clear. Names are going to be mentioned because we have been able to get some information, and this is deep. My brother, my sister, now this is Prophet Bernard Nelson Eshun in his church prophesying and talking about how the 2028 election is going to be like. He mentioned names, but he held out the names specifically who would sit on the throne as president. But we have all the answers here. Let's watch him give us the scenario and the names involved in the caboodle in the 2028 election. Watch Prophet Bernard.
And this vision has to do with 2028 and beyond 2028 and what will happen. So the man who came from the right hand side and sat on the chair and held this is AK. And AK is the savior of the NPP. And AK is Kennedy Japan. Then the first man who appeared on the side of NDC is Insect. And Insect is General Mosquito. He was holding a portion of it. And J came, and J is Julius Deborah. And he was holding a portion of it. Then the third person who appeared is IH. And IH is Haruna Idrusu. The conclusion of it, I will leave it. And who will finally sit on the chair? Who will finally sit on the chair in the 2028 election? My assignment, I'm a prophet. I share visions and revelations from the Spirit. The reason why I have not told you who will represent NDC is because the government just started. So they need room to breathe. So they will breathe. And those who are close to me, I've already told them who will represent them. And who the person will represent, who will finally sit on the chair. Who will sit on the chair. It's done. 2027, I will come and tell you who had won the 2028 election. I've already done the videos. Stephen, have I done the video with you? How many have I done so far with who had won? How many confirmation? 3 confirmations. Correct. I've done it. But I've told you, zip your mouth. Zip your mouth. God bless you. So, there is a title in that book called The Woman. There is a chapter in that book.
All right. Now, my brother, my sister, come into the studio. Now we are away from the church, and I need you to open your ears and listen with rapt attention. This is a little technical, but we're going to open it up so you understand it better. My brother, my sister, Bernard L. Bernard Nelson Eshon is a prophet of quality and authenticity. Not many people doubt him. He's not that type of prophet who is so loud.
Now, at this point, if we don't even finish the video, you need somebody to take this man's prophecy serious. So why will he give us cryptocurrencies, those who perform well and we are doubting, and some are even passing comments and other things? Good, let's finish it.
He relegates all his activities to the church room. But with the years passing by, he's been able to build a very powerful, authentic dossier that has broken the walls of his church and gone out virally to the ears of many people in and outside, with or without Ghana. My brother, my sister. Now, he explained it clearly in this video. One man is going to be the savior of the NPP, and his name is Kennedy Ejapon. Kennedy Akompreku Ejapon. And we all know him, right? Kennedy Ejapon. That's the man here. He is going to edge out Maumia, and then he will stand strong. Will he win the elections in 2028? We have all the answers here, according to Prophet Bernard L. Bernard Nelson Eshon. Would he win it, or would he not win it? How about the NDC side? As we heard in the tape, 3 contenders are going to fight each other tooth and nail. All of them believe that they have worked hard enough to represent the party, the NDC. Who are they? One after the other. Julius Deborah would be standing, and he is sure that he is the right person to succeed John Dramani Mahama. Please bring the photo of Julius Deborah. I need it quick. Pay attention. This is a very technical story, and I need you to watch me properly and follow this thing up. Julius Deborah is going to be running. Number 2 is Haruna Idrisu. He would also be running. And the third person in contention, my brother, my sister, is the ever popular insect, the general of all the insects, General Mosquito. He would be there. Now the tension is going to be so hard and rough that these 3 people would look like enemies. They would tear down each other and tear down their party, the NDC, to the point that the strongest amongst them shall be the flag bearer. Now, who is the strongest amongst them? Is it the one that is favored by the president? Or the one who has bulging muscles? Is it the one who has served the party longer? Or probably is the one who is spiritually stronger than the rest? My brother, my sister, these answers are coming up in a jiffy. But these are the 3 people who are going to be contending very strongly on the side of the NDC. And you saw that in that diagram. 3 of them pulling and 1 man on the side of the NPP pulling. At the end of the day, as the prophet Bernard Nelson Eshen said, Kennedy Japan sat on the chair, the presidency, and got up immediately to hold on to one side of the thing. What does it mean? Now, let us go into this interesting bit of conversation. Who would be the running mate of Kennedy Japan? Watch this video. And in this video, he talks about the woman. Who would this woman be? We have all the answers here. Watch the video.
So, there is a title in that book called The Woman. There is a chapter in that book called The Woman. Oban. There is a chapter in that book called The Woman. So I saw 2 people were running. And once the 2 of them were running, number 2 outran number 1. So put that back of your mind. There were 2 people were running, number 1 and number 2. But number 2 outran number 1. And can I get a chair? And number 2 got to the place where there was a chair. But before number 2 could sit on the chair, I saw a lot of arrows were thrown at the back of number 2. And this vision is, I saw on the 9th of October 2024. And there were a lot of arrows at the back, the head, some are pierced into the head, and even the buttocks. Yeah. And as number 2 turned, number 2 could not sit on the chair because of the arrows. Then suddenly a woman appeared, and she appeared with 4 groups of people. And the first group removed the arrows from the back of number 2. The second group made sure they dealt with the wounds at the back of number 2. The third group also handed over financial resources to the number 2. Then the fourth group had the number 16 written on them. And the Lord said, the woman will be the one to pull votes from people in all the 16 regions of Ghana.
the woman will be the one to pull votes from all the 16 regions of Ghana. Who is this woman? It's a woman that initially the NPP proposed to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to pick up as his running mate in the just ended elections. Who is this woman we are talking about? There were even flyers that came out. Posters came out. Bawumia on one side and the woman on the other side. Bam. Honorable Irene Natoshi Adu as running mate. It is possible. This, according to Prophet Bernard L. Bernard Nelson Nation, would be the running mate. The number 2, who would have some spiritual attacks, come from the back, overtake the favorite, and become the favorite, and would be able to look around all the 16 regions of Ghana and be able to gather votes for the NPP. Bawumia will be out of the picture and he will be sweating and crying. Why didn't I see this earlier? My brother, my sister, how did Black Rasta get this information? Who is Honorable Irene Natoshi Adu? She served as a minister before. She's a stalwart of the NPP. She is an MP. And at the same time, when it comes to foreign affairs, diplomacy and all that, she's on top of her game. My brother, my sister, is this going to be the next vice president of the Republic of Ghana come 2028? If Prophet Bernard L. Bernard is anything to go by in terms of authenticity, then this film is going to roll in front of our very eyes come 2028. This will be the running mate of Kennedy Japan. But will Kennedy Japan win the elections? Will he not win the elections? My brother, my sister, remember, Prophet Bernard L. Bernard Nesson said that in 2017 he will come out and give the details. But the interesting thing is this, and I tell you this, he's already recorded a video and told one Stephen in the church to keep the video very well and not even mention it to anybody, as you saw in that video. Zip your mouth. Another very interesting thing is this. The prophet has already spoken with the people who are going to win the elections. The one who is number 2 and the one who sat on the chair and all of a sudden got up. According to my research, speaking with all these people involved and linking that straight to Bernard L. Bernard, having spoken with them, this is going to be the winner of the 2028 election. Kennedy Japan. According to Prophet Bernard L. Bernard Nelson Nation, this man is the next president of the Republic of Ghana. Insults are going to start coming. People are going to start throwing shades. Some are going to be mad and angry. Some would say that he doesn't look like a president, a man who is insulting everybody all over the place, a guy who has no morals, and so on and so forth. But according to the Spirit, as told to us by Prophet Bernard L. Bernard, and remember, you are hearing it here first, this is the next president of the Republic of Ghana. My brother, my sister, and Kennedy Japan has already been told. Yes, Natoshi has also been told by the prophet. And our little research, dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's. My brother, my sister, this is what it is. Today, before I came into the studio, I called Prophet Bernard L. Bernard and I asked him, Prof, I've done my research over what you said in church. I've called every person that you mentioned in that prophecy. And this is my finding. This man, you spoke to him that he would be the next president. That person, you spoke to her that she would be the next vice president. I am not asking you, I am telling you. And he smiled. He said, Black Rasta, you are deep. Your research is immaculate. What? My brother, my sister, this is what will be happening to the NDC. Now, because of three people fighting for the same crown, Mahama will do everything he can, work and build a very beautiful legacy for the NDC and for Ghana. But these three people are going to undermine the work of the president. They will undermine the work of the president, fighting each other, throwing shades at each other. My brother, my sister, Brian Echampon does not stand a chance. According to the prophecy, he would be an observer waiting for his turn in the following election. If Dr. Omanibuama was alive, he would have also been waiting patiently for his turn the next year. Unfortunately, his demise is gone. This is what the prophetic can do. Believers in prophetic, this is what it is. And because of the inner wranglings, tearing down each other and fighting each other, the NDC is going to lose steam. According to Prophet Bernard Nelson Eshen, the next president of Ghana, Kennedy Akompreku Ejapon. But the NDC would have the majority in parliament. So it is going to be quite difficult for Kennedy Ejapon to be able to have his way with the majority in parliament belonging to the NDC, but the presidency in the hands of the NPP. My brother, my sister, Prophet Bernard Nelson Eshen has made it clear that this is what is going to happen as we wait for him to officially come out in 2027. 2 years from now, we have broken it already. Let's wait and see what will happen in the primaries of the NPP. And if Kennedy Ejapon truly wins, it means that we are on the verge of a Kennedy Ejapon presidency. Would these three people who are vying or going to be vying for the presidency on the side of the NDC, would they back down and just within themselves just choose one person?
I think you have heard it for yourself. So what do you think about it? And then the guarantees that he has given. Thank you for your time.